I have a Jacuzzi J-480. It does not work, lol. Top control panel is in locked state, and will not unlock. There are several ribbon cables hanging from it, and I can't find anything that tells what cable goes where. When powered on, it shows the actual water temperature and says cool. Can't turn on pumps manually, then after leaving it sit for a few seconds it goes click, and display fades out. A few seconds after that, the pumps kick on and off several times, then stop. Nothing after that.
Hello, my name is Do My Best to help you out with your tub. I need the model year of your jacuzzi. Please send some pics of the control box / board / wiring and of the topside control panel. If you have an control panel other than the main one, unplug it for now. How did you check the transformer? Make sure you have the entire inside of the control box in the pics so I can get a good look at what I'm working on. Thank you. Standing by, Todd.
I have a service manual that I downloaded that tells me the voltages and points of check. I checked transformer according to it. Here are some pictures, let me know if you need any more. One of them has year and serial number. I have a degree in electronics and fixed $500,000 laser printers for 14 years, but I know nothing about hot tubs.
Thank you for the pics. I have not personally installed a control pad on this tub. There will be one main ribbon that will connect to the board. The other ribbon cables are for the LED lighting, I think. At least one of those cables will go to the LED light control. For now, let's just make sure we have the main ribbon cable connected to the board properly. Since you are seeing the temp and lock, maybe it is correct now. Here is how to unlock the panel. To enable the unlock control panel function, press display, mode and cooler buttons within 3 seconds of each other. The padlock symbol will disappear from the upper left display corner when disabled. Once the panel is unlocked, you should have control of the jet/heat again. If you are still seeing a lock symbol, check the jets. Maybe you have the temp lock on as well. Unlocking the temperature setting. To disable the temperature lock function, simply press display, mode and cooler buttons within 3 seconds of each other. The padlock symbol will disappear from the upper left display corner when disabled. There are filter and circ pump setting that need programming, also. This is just another system that is made too complicated for a hot tub. I cannot find any info on the extra ribbon cables or addendum to STA for the LED lighting wiring. I will do my best to help. Try unlocking the panel and let's see if we can get the tub operating, and I will research more on the other ribbon cables. Please send the part # the new control panel. I cannot see the sticker behind the ribbon cables. Also, there is a row of pins with jumpers in the upper left quadrant. I need a good view of those. Standing by, Todd.
I have tried to unlock it until I am blue in the face, for the last 3 days. It does nothing. Somewhere in the middle of trying, I can hear a relay click, then the panel displays O briefly and says 100 degrees. Can't set time, or anything. Very aggravating. Not sure about this control panel. Where would it be, or look like?
I understand your frustration. Couple things. Why the new control panel and what is the part number on the back? Is there one particular ribbon cable that only plugs into the board, or will more than one plug into that socket? When did the tub work last? I understand you are frustrated, and I will try to help you. I am limited what I can do without getting my own hands and eyes on it. Really, any background may be helpful to me. I have to catch up with where you are in this project. I do wish to see the jumper settings to double check them, as well as if it is the correct topside. The 480 is a complicated tub and Jacuzzi has different but similar looking topsides depending on the model and year. After looking at the Jacuzzi schematics, I do not see an option for O. Controls. If you do have one, usually it operates the jets and will be installed on the opposite side of the tub. Just a smaller control panel. Thank you for your patience. Todd.
Unfortunately, they all have the same plug type, so they could be easily put in wrong place. Kinda poor planning on Jacuzzi part. The panel is just laying on there, and sticky back not used, so I assume it has been replaced at some point. There are only 2 wires plugged in, one to main board and one going to the blue box, which I assume is the LED control. I don't know when it worked last. I got it from a lady a few months ago, and she said it was working, but I have number 6 wire going to it, with 50 amp breakers, one is a GFCI. Here is a picture of jumpers. I do find it odd that the display panel goes berserk and fades out to nothing though. BTW, the LED lights do work, and I can control them from the panel, but that's the only thing that works.
Site issues. I have typed out 3 replies now. I hope this one goes through. Yes, poor engineering on Jacuzzi for not have idiot plugs on the topside/board. I would guess the ribbon cable in the center of the topside is the main one to the board. The others are LED light and probably for 1 or 2 O control panel options. I suspected you inherited this project. Given the history, I would like to be certain you have the correct topside. Please send the part #the back so I can verify it. The cables are blocking my view. Tie the jumpers are okay as is. Power off the tub before trying other cables to the board. Since they are all the same ends. What is your incoming voltage to the tub? Incorrect voltage can be a problem for sure. Remember your system, do not use a neutral wire from the sub-panel/GC. I will be back this evening and will check back ASAP. Standing by, Todd.
Here is picture of numbers. That's the only ones I see on it, so I hope that's what you want. I have 240 volts AC 60 HC running to it. No, I did not use the neutral wire from the GFCI. Ran it straight from the neutral terminal block and breaker box. Would have been nice if the lady had told me the truth, that it had issues. It was free, but I don't want to give up on it, because I already have 1,000 in it between delivery charges, and electrical wiring, etc. I'm just hoping it's not going to be the main board, since like most people, I do have a budget, and that's not in it. Oops, forgot to send picture. Here it is.
I did expect a Sundance/Jacuzzi part #. Okay, it is what it is. I will never tell a customer they need a board when they may not. I get very upset with service people who seem to love to give that answer because they are lazy or don't bother to test properly. You definitely got yourself project tub. I will try to help you until it's working. I will have to do some more research. Since we don't know in fact if it worked or not prior, we will have to remain optimistic. I will check back in with you tomorrow or as soon as I have something helpful. Sometimes free tubs are the most expensive. The good news is you are not dealing with someone's freeze-damaged freebie. Be patient and I'll keep working on it. Standing by, Todd.
Sounds good, thanks. In the meantime, I will have my wife look for another number on it. I can't see crap up close anymore. Getting old sucks, lol.
Clearing your last response alert. Disregard this post.
Okay, here's what I found. There is a small label on a ribbon cable that has numbers on it. I took a picture of back of top side control panel and labeled what I could find. I do not know what the labels mean, but I am guessing that you do.
Good afternoon. When you are able, please power off the tub and remove any cables from the top side to the tub except for the one ribbon cable marked top side. Unplug it from the board if currently there and plug it back in with purpose. Now repower the tub and attempt to do the unlock sequence again. Remember, the buttons must be pressed in sequence and within a couple seconds of each other. I'll check back later for any update. The board and top side you have appear to match and be correct. Standing by, Todd.
More than happy to try anything you suggest, but want you to be aware that the one marked top side is only about 4 inches long and plugged into one of the unlabeled cables on the top side control panel. Odd that 2 cables from the board are plugged into each other, then the other unlabeled cable is going down to the main board. Tried your suggestion, and no help. Lock flashed once, but stayed on.
I am having difficulty following the ribbon cables. The fact there are 4 and I cannot put my hands and eyes on what you have there. So, bear with me while I try to do this online. You say the topside ribbon cable is short. I can see from yours and other pics that it ends in a female with a clip lock. You have some cable going from this connection to the board. Are you using connecting this to other ribbons from the topside or to an extension cable to the board? Whatever the case, since the topside is not glued in, move it close to the board and plug it in directly, eliminating anything in between. The ribbon marked DCU will go to top plug on the blue box. Leave it disconnected for now. Try it this way and try the unlock procedure again if the lock is still on. Remember to power off before swapping the ribbon cable. Standing by, Todd.
Okay, tried that and nothing happened. No relays clicking, no display. So you get a better picture. It was as follows when I got the hot tub. Looking at last picture I sent you, the no label cable on right has a female plug. The top side cable was plugged into it. The no label cable on the left was plugged into the main board. DCU aux cable was plugged into blue box and ISO 100 cable plugged into nothing, just hanging around. I have also tried unplugging the topside cable from the no label cable, and it made no change of any kind.
Okay, I think we are at a dead end. You have a bad topside or bad circuit board. We are out of other possibilities. Since you and I are not made of money, I would recommend to send it for repair. It's a 50-50 guess as to which half of the control system is bad, and that is an expensive guess. You are not able to use my repair sources, however, there is a place I recommend for you to use. A1 Spa Control, and mention the Hot Tub Guy referred you from here. Here is the link, http://www.a1spacontrol.com/ You most likely will need to send the board and topside in together for repair. If repairable, they can fix either half or may have a reman option for you if not repairable. The board or topside has an issue. There is nothing else I can troubleshoot with you now. This is now the best advice I can give you now. Sorry I was unable to find a more simple solution, but I did everything I could and spent quite a bit of time trying to find a solution, but it looks like you may have inherited this headache from the previous owner. If you have any further questions, please just ask. If you need follow-up later, just log in and we can continue on this thread. Good luck and I hope you are hot tubing soon. Best regards, Todd.
Thanks, Todd. I will let you know how it turns out. Mark.
Okay, I'm leaning towards a bad topside. Just reply to this thread if you have an update or any further questions. If you are satisfied I have troubleshooted and answered your question, please hit accept so I will be paid for my time. We are able to continue in this thread with any follow-up regardless. Standing by, Todd. I put quite a bit of time in on your issue. The only way I get paid is when you rate my help. I work hard at giving detailed, accurate help and I cannot work for fee. I repair hot tubs for my living, online and in the field. There simply is not any answer I can give that will fix your trouble other than what I have provided. Please rate my help. I am still available now or for follow-up on this same thread should we need to continue. Thank you, Todd.
Oh, I'm sorry, forgot that you didn't get paid until I rate your help. Will I still be able to continue this thread after I rate you? Sorry, didn't see your previous thread until I asked last question. Obviously I can continue to respond, lol.
Yes, I stick with you if you need related follow-up or still have questions or concerns. Do not open a new question, just continue on this thread and you will not be charged for a new question. FYI, I must respond to every reply to clear the alert and allow me to continue on other questions. Standing by, Todd.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now visit justanswer.com/ythi.